Yes. Now I'm on a politics kick. I'm getting all fired up on politics. So this is what, and I get kind of burnt up about it when I think about it, because look, if all these people, this new trend that just came out 6 months ago, this was not a big sexy thing until 6 months ago, where now all these people are saying, the same old two wings of the same bird. Okay, all this stuff about two wings of the same bird, no matter who you vote for, you lose, on and on and on and on. Well, first of all, so much of it has to do with it's the Jays people. All these it's the Jays people are blasting this all over the place. And it's this big, massive trend, and so is it's the Jays, and everybody rationalizes it away by saying, well, the reason it's trending and popular is because it's true and people are waking up. Is that why Owen Benjamin is popular? Is that why, some stupid makeup tutorial put out by some transgender is popular? Is that why Katy Perry is popular? Is that why P. Diddy has been popular all these years? Because everybody was just waking up. See, that's total bullshit. It's total bullshit. P. Diddy's been super popular for a long time. and now look at P. Diddy. But this trend is different. It's the Jays and two wings of the same bird thing is different than the trending popularity of P. Diddy, right? I mean, it just doesn't, it's just dumb. It's dumb. And this is the thing. If all these people are wrong, if this whole thing is wrong, that it's much more nuanced than this, it's two wings of the same bird. If it's much more nuanced than that, and that is a massive oversimplification of a very extremely more complex thing than just it's two wings of the same bird and that's it. If these people that are saying this all over the place, if this is wrong, then first of all this talk about two wings of the same bird is how they're manipulating the vote. They're using this to manipulate the vote. And on top of that, all these people that are saying it, the majority of them in popular and trending are getting paid. And anybody that's parroting it are just they're useful idiots that are promoting these paid propagandists to push this propaganda. So you better, whoever's all about all this two wings of the same bird and is pushing it, you better hope that you're on the right side of history and that this doesn't come back to bite you in the ass. Because if you've been wrong the whole time and I'm right, that it's actually way more complex and nuanced than just oversimplify everything and minimize it all to, it's just two wings of the same bird. Whoever you vote for, you lose. Don't vote. If it's way more complex than that, which it is, it's obvious it is. It's totally obvious it is. That means that all these people in popular and trending who have been pumping this shit out for the last 6 months, when they never talked about it before, they never been on and on about it until 6 months ago. All these trending and popular channels that are doing it now, it's because they're getting paid. And they're not getting paid by the Trump administration. I can guarantee you that. Like, that's obvious. Because to convince people not to vote is only advantageous to the runner that's likely to get the least amount of votes. That's the only person who would benefit from a propaganda campaign. If that were a propaganda campaign, it would only benefit the person likely to get the least votes. So if you're wrong, all this time, all you've been doing is propping up Kamala, when you actually have a chance at not having Kamala. So anyways, it just pisses me off. It just pisses me off. But the thing that pisses me off more than anything else is these popular and trending channels, they're getting paid to do it. It's paid propaganda, and they're lying to everyone, making everyone think that they're not getting paid. They're just paid propagandists. And I see these fuckers, anyways, whatever, man. So it's just the dumbest shit. I'm sick of all of it, just like my tangent about Israel. Like, dude, there is no reason. Why would all these people be concerned about I mean, it's one thing, okay? Like, okay, see, it's a half truth because they're like, all this money's getting sent to Israel, and then that's as far as they go. Why not talk about where do you think the money should go? I know why they're not talking about it, because they want to put it in their pockets. They're no different than the Jays they claim are that they're the same. They just want the money for themselves. That's the only reason they're butthurt that any money's going to Israel. It is not based on a moral compass where they're not saying we could be using that money to help all these poor homeless Americans in this country. It's not based on anything like that. That's why they never say, well, they never follow it up by where the money should go. They always just complain about money being sent to Israel and never follow it up by explaining why we need that money here. And the number one reason is to help those most in need in this country. And those most in need, newsflash, are not the middle class. And they're actually the fucking over 1 million homeless people that everybody loves to ignore. So that's what I mean. Like, when you have a society that is this fucked up and just wants to keep getting away with it and just keep on lying and never acknowledging truths like what I'm pointing out, it deserves to get a fall. It just deserves to fall. And all these people, and we already see this happening. Since 2016, but like in 2019 is when it really started going down with. And all these people, they're falling. Like they're all crying because they're not getting what they want anymore. They're having to suffer like the echelons below them. They've been ignoring the suffering of the echelons below them for decades. And then in 2019, bam, now they're all getting hit with the same suffering that the echelons below them that they've always ignored. Now it's happening to them as well. And you see them crying and everything else. It's like, this country doesn't have a moral compass. And this is a lie when people act like that they're upset about the money going to Israel because of some moral compass. They have some moral standing for their being upset that money's going to Israel. It's not based in a moral compass at all. It's totally based in greed, sloth, pride, all these same things. And so it's like, why should anybody care? And nobody does care. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, and nobody's going to care. And that's the hilarity of everything. It's that nobody's going to care. The only good reason to stop money going to Israel is to use it to fucking get it to the people in this country most in need of money. And that is the fucking over 1 million homeless American citizens. That's the only good reason to stop sending money to any country, whether it's Israel or any of these other fuckers. Notice that nobody mentions that, but they constantly go on and on of what an injustice it is that money is going over to Israel. But where should it go? So now all these fucking these shysters and schemers and scammers, now that they know I'm giving them the secret that this is what's going to get exposed, more and more people are going to start asking this question, especially as this country continues to gradually descend more and more into poverty. More and more people are going to be saying, where the fuck is the money? More and more poor people. And that's when they're going to really have to lock down the controls on society. Dude, haven't you ever seen where I just saw a video of one where, I think it was India, where, the power got shut off, the water got shut off, just like a economic crash happened in a certain sect of someplace in India, and not a poor place. I'm talking middle class people from India, and there was an economic crash. And they all flipped the fuck out, dude. Those people were raging. They ransacked a mansion of, I think, the fucking leader in that area. That's what I'm saying. The more this country descends into poverty and they keep kicking the can and hiding it and nobody wants to talk about it, the worse it's going to get. And pretty soon this is going to come out where you're going to have a lot of fucking pissed off people that are like, what the fuck? And that's when the curtains are going to get pulled back, and then everyone will see the brick wall, not just people like me. Everyone will see the brick wall, because they can't afford to have a fucking whole country fucking, revolting, because fucking there ain't no fucking resources. All the resources have been stolen by all the fucking masterclass rich cunts. And all these YouTubers, they're going to be slipping out the back with whatever shekels they've accumulated by lying and grifting and shilling and all their bullshit. You won't see them reporting no more. Hell no. That's like, I mean, yeah, just keep on thinking. I don't know what I'm talking about.